Did you know that renewable energy is the future? In fact, for many of us, it is not only the future, but it is the present. It is the here and now. Welcome to the Center for Energy Education Series Careers in Solar. I am William Clayton. I am the CEO of Sunstone Renewable Energy, LLC, that is located here in North Carolina. We are presently, however, participating in solar development in the state of Virginia. When I was your age, 12 years old, 7th grade, I went to the first solar house built in the state of North Carolina at North Carolina State University with my father, who at the time was an agricultural specialist in Johnston County at North Carolina State and at Iowa State. He took me to the creation of the solar house, and once I went into that home for the first time, somehow I got it. I don't know how I got it, but I really understood. I was fascinated. I was intrigued, so much so that my science project that year was a solar home. My father and I built the solar home out of styrofoam and glass, and that year I won the science fair for my high school and came in third in the county. Truth be told, I felt that my project was better and should have been number one because no other project was even like it. But I came in third, and since that day, and it's been 35 years, since that day I've been really energized, and I've really had a love and a development for renewable energy. I ended up working in solar as an entrepreneur. In 2008, President Obama instituted the American Recovery Act, which allowed for renewable energy projects. North Carolina quickly became a leader in solar. However, I discovered renewable energy in terms of solar development in the year of 2014 when I incorporated Sunstone Energy, LLC. I created a Facebook posting that actually solicited land across the state of North Carolina. Within 3 months, I had accumulated 24 farms with 1,500 acres of land that I put under lease for 30 years for solar development. That was my entryway into working with solar. The favorite part about my work is that it started with a vision. And if I had anything to say to those who are in middle school and high school, though this is about careers in solar, perhaps about doing the fencing or the construction, one of the things that I would say is consider being an entrepreneur and owning your own solar development company. It means that if you come into an entry-level position with a major company and you're constructing the project, make sure that you are understanding everything that you're doing, so that you can take the knowledge that you're attaining while working for another company, that you would one day become your own entrepreneur, your own CEO, and you will actually own your own company. We started in 2014, and so we were literally late to the game. There were other companies in North Carolina, major companies, that within 6 or 7 years had made over $7 billion in 6 or 7 years just doing solar development in North Carolina. My small company, Sunstone, within a year's time had a valuation of $2 billion. $2 billion for a very small company. However, remember that we were founded in 2014, and the solar energy tax credits in North Carolina, they dissipated a year later in 2015. And so the projects that we had that were scheduled for construction were halted. Just to show you how profitable solar is, my company was only a month old with less than $20,000 in the bank. And we received our first commitment letter from a major bank for $2.6 million. $2.6 million with less than $20,000 in the bank to acquire and to complete the construction of a solar project in Lumberton. And so the advice I would give to someone who is interested in a job in this field, it would be to garner all of the knowledge that you can, and then focus on creating a lasting legacy for your children, your children's children, and then to also use the wealth generated to to make a difference, a real difference in the communities in which you live. The job description of what I do. As CEO, I call myself the Chief Visionary. My background is not in business. In fact, actually, I am a pastor full-time, but I have an entrepreneurial bug that allows me to have interest in other areas, and solar energy, renewable energy is the chief among them. And so as Chief Visionary, I have to see things that other people can't see, at least when I see them. And then I have to convince them that what I am seeing is the future, and that what we're doing, it is worthy of their investment. And that is what we're doing now in Virginia. We are pursuing 40 megawatts of solar development. And 40 megawatts of solar development is about 400 acres of land and about a $40 million investment in terms of construction. And so we are poised to be a real player. Not as big as the big boys, but $40 million is nothing to sneeze at. And so we are thankful for what we're doing just with the vision. The difference that we make is that because these are wealth creators, and because they also are green projects, alternative projects for better ways of producing energy, not only do we impact the environment of our communities, not only do we help others save on their light bills, their energy bills, but we also refer to ourselves as social entrepreneurs, that we invest back into the community. That our vision is to be able to send young people like you to college, not to give a scholarship of $1,500 or $2,000, but our focus is to be able to award 4-year scholarships to those who would go into renewable energy once we have become the success that we hope to be. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in learning more about diverse careers in solar industry, visit the Center for Energy Education website at center4ee.org.